I told y'all we'll circle back around into this, and circling around we are doing right now. You know, those diagrams and those three circles. What's going on, everybody? I appreciate you guys all taking time out of your day to view my content. Do me a favor, make sure you hit that like button right there before you do anything else. No, I'm just kidding. The like button allows you to consistently get my content recommended to you. Don't forget to follow me on the platforms you see above and below, all right? And also, last but not least, make sure you double check to make sure that you are subscribed to the channel. And if you guys see me do any type of typing during the viewing of this video, it's because I'm literally talking with YouTube right now as to what is going on. We're talking right now as to, y'all know what's going on, the shadow banning. Yeah, go back in March and April, May, we gaining tens of thousands of subscribers every day or even every month, to now it's like barely 100. Like last month was barely 100 subs. Yeah, so I know what's going on, and YouTube saying they're working on it right now. They're checking into some things right now. So I'm just letting y'all know that in case y'all see me start typing on some things. But get back to the situation at hand right here. And that's this whole notion of President Trump's Project 2025. And if you don't know, there are some people out there, mainly liberals or those out there that are black and just want to have something to have on Trump. They're claiming that this is Trump coming out with this 2025 that's going to be so detrimental to blacks and everything like that, that it's just devastating. So you don't need to vote for him. So what's sad about this is that what they don't expect for a lot of us to do is do our own research. They don't expect you to go into your research. They just want you to listen to what they're saying to you and be sheep. I'm just being real. They're not encouraging you to be your own individual and research things yourself and look at the things yourself. They're doing things like what a lot of pastors do. I preach the word, you believe it. Don't go and see if I'm right or wrong about it. Just go, and you also preach and teach the same thing that I'm saying to you right now as well. Right? See, right now, if I ask you guys what's 2 plus 2, you'll say 4. Now, do you know that because you learned that by memory? 2 plus 2 is 4, 4 plus 4 is 8, 8 plus 8 is 16, Right? Do you know that because of that? Or were you one of the kids like back in my day where we had to sit there and take the bundles of popsicle sticks and everything like that? Things like that. Are you one of the ones that did that where you put your hands to the pedal? Nevertheless, you guys know how I do. I like to show you guys a little bit of something like this video right here.
In the past few days, we've had viewers asking us about something called Project 2025. It's a plan that could dramatically change the United States government if it's enacted.
12 News journalist William Pitts is breaking down what it would do and where Project 2025 came from.
What is Project 2025? Basically, it's a 900-page plan to overhaul the U.S. government for the next Republican president. It was developed by the Heritage Foundation, a conservative think tank. It has 4 areas: policy, personnel, training, and a playbook for the first 180 days to be written later. Now, policy is not exactly that surprising, though it definitely does come down on the hard right side of things. It's a conservative wish list. It deals with immigration, building a border wall. It does not ban abortion, but it does call for taking mifepristone off the market. It calls for a stronger military, but also removing diversity initiatives from the Pentagon and reinstating service members who were kicked out for not getting vaccinated against COVID. And it aims to defeat what it calls the woke agenda. Personnel is where the big changes come in. Project 2025 would reclassify as many as 50,000 federal workers as political appointees who could all be fired on Inauguration Day. The plan is to train what the plan calls an army of loyal conservatives to take their place, and it creates a presidential personnel database of approved people. And there's a training program for prospective political appointees. It's free, and most classes are between 30 and 90 minutes, aiming to educate people on how to be government employees. So who's behind Project 2025? The conservative Heritage Foundation lists 3 people as in charge of the project. All 3 are former Trump administration officials, and some of the authors of the document are also Trump officials. Christopher Miller, Trump's Secretary of Defense on January 6th, Ken Cuccinelli, who was the head of U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services, Peter Navarro, a former Trump official who's now in jail for contempt of Congress. But Trump says this about it: I know nothing about Project 2025. I have no idea who's behind it. I disagree with some of the things they're saying, and some of the things they're saying are absolutely ridiculous and abysmal. Anything they do, I wish them luck, but I have nothing to do with them. President Biden has made this a big issue the last few days, saying he's trying to hide his connections to his allies' extreme Project 2025 agenda. The only problem, it was written for him by those closest to him. Project 2025 should scare every single American. But remember, this is only a plan drawn up by a think tank. It's not a law, it's not a bill, it's not even an official Republican Party plan. And if most of this was put into effect, it would definitely face a lot of legal challenges almost immediately. William Pitts, 12 News.
Now, y'all got to see the two comparisons as well. President Biden saying something like I told y'all what a lot of black people are doing as well. President Biden saying something, what he said about he's trying to hide his connection to allies, the Project 2025 agenda, Although that's not President Biden saying it, that's somebody who else that's somebody that's behind President Biden saying that. If you told President Biden right now to cite 2025 project or the Project 2025, he probably wouldn't be able to. But anyway, then you have Trump who come back saying, I don't know nothing about it. Now, some of y'all may say, yes, he do, because the people who formerly worked for him, he got to know about it. So he in cahoots with them. So then that's just like saying he was in cahoots with Mike Pence when Mike Pence didn't do what Trump thought he was going to do. Yeah, something like that. Anyway, I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of more clarity to this because some of y'all were losing your minds over this, thinking that it's about to be like a freaking doomsday issue that was coming. Absolutely crazy. Y'all thought like doomsday was coming, like this is about to be the end of the world. Like, oh my God, it's definitely about to get bad for black folks. Let me ask y'all something. Were you better off when Trump was in presidency or right now? Some of y'all don't want to actually answer that question because you have to tell the truth. And you're going to have to put the blame on somebody, which means accountability. But some of us are not in that mode and in the mindset to where we have accountability. And I'm just keeping it real. That's why they keep pushing the victimhood on you, because it's never your fault. That's why they keep pushing these things on you that if you commit a crime, nothing happens to you. It's somebody else's fault. Like the video I played earlier, it's always somebody else's fault. Never no accountability. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it comes down to, because people don't want to have no accountability. You just want to know it's somebody else. Anyway, folks, let me know what y'all think it is by putting in the comments below after this video. Do you think it's all just a sham? Do you think Trump is hiding behind this? Do you think that the Biden administration and those on the far left are only using this as some shape, form, or fashion to divide us further, especially when it comes to race, especially when a lot of blacks return their back on Joe Biden? Whatever the case may be, don't forget to comment, okay? Also, don't forget to do what y'all see right there in that little visual right there, you know, the little click subscribe button. Double check to make sure that you are subscribed, because like I told y'all, I'm literally talking to YouTube right now as it is, okay? Also, hit that like button for you guys to get out of here so this video can be circulated within the YouTube algorithm. Appreciate it. I am Ty Smith, Model Renaissance Man, hoping and praying that every last one of you have food, shelter, and clothing, and most of all, I pray every last one of you guys are in great health, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. God bless you all through Jesus.